And we love to say, yeah. But we've been given that power. And like poem, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond all measure. But John is reminding us again, and he has to shake us to do it, is that the answer to many, almost all of life's problems and challenges on this earth, whether it's the environment or violence or hatred, abuse, poverty, hunger, is not to be found in the heavens. It's right here. The future's in our hands. It's in our hands. That's the grace that God's given us, is to be able to change our world for the better. And we don't like that divine truth, because it puts responsibility on us. And I'd much rather have somebody else do it. And then if it goes wrong, I can blame them. Yeah, we've done that. I see some nodding heads. Yeah. I think we've all done that, right? We do that in our homes. We do that inside of ourselves. Right? It's my parents' fault. My parents have been dead for like 20 years. Is that their fault? Right? It's me. We do that in our homes. We blame the people we live with, or the people we don't live with anymore. We blame our government, right? And just kick the can upstairs, right? Just keep on kicking it up. And John is calling us out on that. He's saying, just like this wonderful poem by Marianne Williamson, and you can find this online. It's just a fabulous poem. Don't hide your light under a bushel basket. Shine, because that's what it was lit for. You don't need to be someone special, John says. Think of who comes to him. Ordinary people like us say, what can I do to change the world? And he says, if you've got some extra clothing, share it with people who are cold. Can we do that? Yes. And hungry people, share some food with them. Can we do that? Yes. And the tax collectors come, like the most hated group in that time. And they say, what can we do? We're total scumbags. What can we do? And he says, just only do your job. Don't exploit or take advantage of your job or your position. Is that not ever a message for government of every age, right? And the people that occupy positions. Just do what's required. Don't rip people off. We can do that. And then the soldiers come. And they say, well, what about us? And the answer is, don't bully people. Can we do that? Yes, we can too. Don't bully people. Don't intimidate people. Don't take advantage of people who are weaker than you are, than we are. We can do all of that. That's what's required. It's not rocket science. Love isn't some sort of extra credit AP advanced placement class. It's just normal human behavior. That's what John's asking us to be human beings. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. And the joy of just being a human being, instead of some sort of crazy cyborg robot that we want to be, but just being a human being with the beauty and the warts and all of it, that's the image of God. That is the image of God. In our parish, we're working on those ordinary responses, aren't we? But we can't stop, because there continue to be people in our valley who are cold, people who are hungry, people who are feeling ripped off, and people who are feeling bullied and intimidated. And that's the last piece of John's message. It's when we let our light shine, it's not about congratulating ourselves. It's about putting light in the room for others. And in our own lives and in the life of this parish, I know we've got a lot of guests, so in your lives where life takes you most of the time, we're delighted you're here today. Because that's not self-congratulatory. Right? This candle isn't thanking itself. It's in fact burning itself away. It's burning itself away to provide light for others. That's what's asked of us in our own way, to be a miniature version of that. Oh, it's life and light and truth and love that cost us something. And what John reminds us of, and what our prayers and our readings and our Holy Communion will remind us of, is that no love given willingly is ever lost or ever wasted, but it's raised up for an eternity by God. Okay, getting closer to that creche. But you know, it's like any mountain hike. The last bit is always the steepest, isn't it? Right? To get to the top. And what is asked of us is to love other people, to give from our excess, to not take advantage of them, and not bully them. We don't have to be rich. We don't have to be powerful. We don't have to be brilliant to do that. We just need to be human beings.